Hey Rob, welcome to Horsehead Bookends for another Gaming Friday. Since it is the second week of the month, we are doing a late to the table where we look at older games that were released more than a year ago. And today we're taking it back all the way to 1987, 1988 with an abstract game that is one of my favorites, and that is Abalone. This one was published by Galoob. In Abalone, your goal is to push all of your opponent's marbles off the board, and you can do it based on how many marbles you have. You have to have more marbles than your opponents to push them off the board, and we're going to take a look at that right now. The game itself has been re-implemented a multitude of times. They made an Abalone Junior. There was a Abalone Quattro, which was a 4-player game that was put out in, I want to say 2003, and then I think the last implementation was 2011, and it was called Offboard. So let's go take a look right now. I have the game set up for a 2-player game because it is primarily a 2-player game, but you can play up to 6 players, I believe, if you purchase additional marbles for the game. Here is Abalone set up for a 2-player game. The way the game plays is you just push one marble in the direction you want to move. You can move diagonally up this way, you can move diagonally that way, or you can also move horizontal. One of the rules of the game is that you cannot push more than 4 marbles in a row. 3 can push 2, 3 can push 1, and 2 can push 1. You cannot push even numbered marbles. So for instance, after a few rounds of play, when your marbles get closer together, now is when you start pushing each other's marbles. And the purpose of the game is to knock 6 of your players' marbles off the board. So right now we can say it would be White's turn, and they're looking to push this marble right here, so they can push 3 against 1. You can never push 4, and that's the way that would go. However, now that it is Black's turn, they can actually push that way and get closer to pushing that off the board. In order for White to actually save itself, they can cut into this line here by doing this, which actually interrupts this row, and they can no longer push. But if for some reason they didn't do that and they were looking for another place, they would move there and Black can push one of the white marbles out. So it's actually an extremely simple game to play as far as rules are concerned, but it is a very, very fun abstract game. Okay, so that was Abalone. My copy was made by Galoob, and on the back of this actual edition, it says 1989 on it, but according to Board Game Geek, this was actually put out first in 87, and then again in 88, so I'm sure there are multiple editions of this game. It is very old, it is very loved. My copy actually has a ton of split corners on the box, but it is one of my favorite abstract 2-player games, and I love playing it time and time again. And I definitely do want to get some extra marbles to play a 4 or even a 6-player game, because it's something that I've never done. I've only played it one-on-one, but it's still extremely enjoyable. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please don't forget to click on subscribe, ring the notification bell. You'll get notified as soon as I upload a new video. Questions or comments, feel free to post them below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Otherwise, talk to you later.